Ruslan, we don't hear you. Your microphone don't work. Nie słyszymy cię dalej. Nie słyszymy cię. Gdybyś mógł u dołu w ustawieniach wybrać audio, następnie wybrać swój mikrofon i zobaczyć, czy po prostu poruszają się takie zielone punkty. Czy możesz coś powiedzieć? Ok, słuchajcie, mamy chwilową przerwę techniczną, także no dosłownie za chwilkę do Was wracamy. Okej, dobra. Spróbujmy teraz. Czy mógłbyś coś powiedzieć? Dalej cię nie słychać. Tutaj możesz u dołu zobaczyć w ustawieniach na dole settings, następnie audio i tutaj możesz wybrać mikrofon i zobaczyć, czy takie zielone kropeczki się ruszają obok ciebie, czy nie. Ewentualnie możesz zmienić mikrofon na ten z laptopa i może to pomoże.
Dobra, i teraz dla testu sprawdzimy inny internet.
Teraz działa mikrofon, jest ok.
1, 2, 3.
Tak, jest w porządku, super.
Dobra, to wracamy. Jedna sekundka, dam
Tak.
slajdy i wracamy.
Dobra. Okej, dobra, już działa, zostawiam cię z naszymi oglądającymi. Powodzenia.
And sorry guys, hi again. I will appreciate you can put to the chat if you now can hear me well. I'm just change my internet connection to hotspot. Hope it will solve the issue we faced. And one more time, I'm Ruslan Korniichuk, Ukrainian software engineer based here in Poland. And I will appreciate again if you can put to the chat your location. So we will check audience. Hope you are watching this video not only from Poland in Ukraine, but also from other countries. So put to the chat your location, please. Today I want to talk about technical analysis libraries, especially in Python programming language. And no worries, I will share my slides at the end of presentation. Recordings will be available on Facebook and YouTube. So it's mean you don't need to take any screenshots, notes. I will share my slides and later you can see the video. You can ask why this topic, because probably you notice and there is no hype as of now on technical analysis. However, because we have this period when companies pay annual bonuses to employees, and I also receive my bonus from my employer, I talked to my colleague, and my colleague asked me about Python libraries related to technical analysis and wide investing topic. And I was surprised because I don't know any, so I decided to check what we have in Python, to play with the Solar libraries, compare, and now I'm ready to show with you result of my exploration. So no worries about this technical analysis trend on Google Trends. And yes, of course, you can ask why do we need to use Python, third-party libraries, if we can just use free plan on TradingView. I'm sharing now a screenshot. This screenshot, for example, let me open laser point. It's for PKO, PKO BP, so it's GPW, Gilda Papierów Wartościowych in Warsaw. And we can see our own oscillator here below, and we can see our candlestick chart above. And why Python? Because I like Python. I love coding in Python. I believe it fixes my emotions, yep, my mental health. If you also like to code in Python, maybe you are interested in some automation or you want to test your strategies. So I believe you are interested to check different Python libraries. During this presentation, we will talk quickly about technical analysis, just to understand the topic. Next, I will share information about data I'm usually use for technical analysis. And finally, we will talk about Python libraries, at least 3 for today. I will share learning materials with you. And at the end of presentation, you can expect Q&A session, but no worries, you can put questions to the chat immediately, and I will answer at the end of presentation. And no worries, you can put your questions both in Polish, English, and even Ukrainian. No worries. And let's start with important part with disclaimer, no investment advice. All my slides, information, it's only for informational purpose. Please, you should not interpret any information today as advice. For example, investment advice, financial advice, legal, tax, etc. And now we can start with technical analysis topic. So technical analysis is trading discipline. So it's more about trading rather traditional long-term investing. We are trying to predict stock movement, and in practice, primarily we use price and volume information. And in practice, we are looking on different charts to find some trends and patterns. And we will use today Python libraries to find these trends and to find patterns on charts. I believe you're familiar with fundamental analysis. Let's quickly talk about differences. My approach, I can recommend to use both analysis, technical analysis and fundamental analysis. Technical analysis can help us react immediately because it's timely. So idea sometimes on stock data, trading data, we can see some trends, but in media, still we are waiting for confirmation. Like something happened, we can see on charts, but we cannot see on traditional media like TV or newspapers. Technical analysis, it's easy to use. We can manage our risk. For example, we can use different indicators to set up margin calls and sell our shares. And main idea and pros of technical analysis, it's psychological insights, because technical analysis is about psychology of traders. We cannot find psychology insights the same level in fundamental analysis. And technical analysis, it's less emotional, so we can become disciplined trader. And yes, of course, it's adaptable. We can use technical analysis for commodities like coffee, oil, gas, for forex, current exchanges, and for stock market. Yes, of course. Fundamental analysis, it's more deeper, it's long-term focus. So trading, it's more about daily, weekly, monthly income. Traditional investing, it's more about multiple year income. We can mitigate risk because we are trying to find only high quality assets, and we are analyzing qualitative factors of these assets. And yes, of course, fundamental analysis, it's also adaptable. A little bit about constraints. Self-fulfilling technical analysis, it's mean if I can see, for example, Humber candlestick pattern in data, it mean other traders also can see the same pattern, and probably we use the same books to prepare ourselves for investing trading. In technical analysis, I believe you will notice a lot of noise, like false signals. Technical analysis, it's opposite of fundamental analysis. That's why we can expect lack of fundamentals. Subjectivity, but it's for both technical analysis and fundamental analysis, and a lot of information overload. So fundamental analysis, it's time consuming. And according to my experience, it's hard to automate fundamental analysis. We need to spend much more time. With technical analysis, it's super easy to do. I mean, automation. We cannot use fundamental analysis timely for short term. That's why we have technical analysis, market irrationality. And let's move forward to next session and talk a little bit about data. So today in my Python code, I will use Y-Finance Python library. So it's Yahoo Finance API. I will use end of day historical data, financial data APIs. No worries, I will share my slides and we will just next click on this link if you don't know this data repositories. So you will test and use if you like. And I will use stock historical data for GPW, gilda papero wartościowych. And I will ignore for today GPW price archive. GPW price archive, you can collect data in Excel format, but also you can use scrapping. In stock, you can download CSV files. Also, you can use scrapping. For end of day historical data, we don't need to scrap because we can use API. And Y-Finance, it's Python library. So again, we don't need to scrap, use web scrapping. That's how looks Y-Finance GitHub repository. Another one is end of day historical data, financial data APIs. Stock, I believe majority of us from Poland, so please put to the chat if you're from Poland and you're familiar with stock website. It's stock.pl or stock.com for English version of website. And GPW archived prices I will ignore for today. It's much harder to prepare a data set with original data of source. and pricing for API, it's too high, according to my feeling, personal feeling. Important about data may differ, and I prepared for you example in Polish just to eliminate translation mistakes. So in GPW, we can see for PKO this prices, and let's check in stock in Polish language again the same data for PKO for the same day, and you can see numbers are different. And why numbers are different? Because we need to filter dividends on stock website, filter out dividends, and now you can see data is the same. So in practice, be careful with close price and close price in different sources. But it also rely to open, high, low prices like we can see on this chart. So open is different, max high different, low different, etc. And finally, let's talk about Python libraries because we are participating on PyTech Summit today. And first library is TALib, technical analysis library in Python. If you're interested what we can do with this library, we can use talib get functions, but unfortunately you will receive very long list of different functions. So also you can use get function groups, and in this case you will see the same long list, but at least grouped by different groups, for example, pattern recognition. And finally, you can use the same function with group category like pattern recognition just to see all functions for pattern recognition. And CDL, it's mean candlestick. Yep, for example, candlestick dodgy. Yep, we will talk and we will check today, or candlestick hammer. Let me quickly check, do we have any comments as of now or not? Yeah, I can see a lot of comments, locations, Katowice, Poland, Łódź, looks great. And please put more questions to the chat. I will answer all questions at the end of presentation. Let me back to my slides. And first indicator, we will check Aron oscillator. So main idea, oscillator moves between -100 and +100. And we are trying to predict strength of trend, like power of trend. And trend can be uptrend or downtrend. So if it's negative value, it's uptrend. If it's positive value, if it's positive value, it's uptrend. Negative value, downtrend. And my recommendation when you're playing with different technical analysis indicators, you can use free plan on trading view. It's only two indicators at the same time, but it's not a problem if you're looking for different indicators, group of indicators. And here we can see NASDAQ, Apple stock, and we can see Aron oscillator here. So we want to build the same chart. We want to prepare the same data we can see in TradingView, but with Python library. In our case, we will start with TALib. And in TALib, we need to find momentum indicators. So again, we will import our TALib library, Y Finance to play with Apple stock data, and we will use pandas data frames. Ignore this line because I will just show you charts later, and I will use Plotly library for data visualization. Y Finance, Yahoo Finance, it just download. Next, we need to find ticker, for example, Apple, and provide range. In this case, it's 1st of March till yesterday. And finally, for our data frame, we will add one more column. Let's name this column Arun. And in Tallinn, we just need to select right indicator. In our case, it's Arun oscillator. Why Arun oscillator? Because we want to build the same oscillator we have here. And yep, finally we can just see results. Remember values from minus 100 till plus 100. So plus 100 it's mean uptrend, and it's extremely very strong trend. Looks great. And let's check charts. Top chart, you can see its close price of Apple stock, and bottom chart you can see it's our Arun oscillator. So it's absolutely the same idea we can do with TradingView, but please remember indicators may differ in different tools and libraries like TradingView, TA-lib, TA Python library. But idea is the same. Now let's move to one more pattern. We will check in data for hammer candlestick. And we have three criteria. What does it mean, hammer candlestick? It can be white or black. In TradingView, you can select your colors. By default, it's green and red. So green is white and red is black. So body, this rectangle above should be on the top of our candle stick. Lower shadow, this line below, it should be long, at least twice the height of body, our rectangle above. And there is no or very short upper shadow on this image. You can see there is no upper shadow. No worries, I will show more examples in a moment. And important also trend, and hammer must come after decline. So we can see decline here. We can see our candle stick hammer, white one, small body, long shadow, but long lower shadow, and no upper shadow. And that's how it looks in TradingView. So we just need to select indicators, select our hammer bull. And on this image for PKO, for GAPAVU, we can see examples of three hammers. Yep. Why it's hammer? Because it's decline, decline, decline again, very long shadow, lower shadow, no upper shadow at all, and body, it's at least 2 times smaller than our shadow. And so TradingView do everything in automated way for you. So in the chart you can see all hammers. And we want to do the same with Python. We just want to find in data, our stock data hammers. And this time we will use GPW and PKO stock. This time I will use end of day historical data API. So from website you need to collect your API token. Again, you can use free plan. It's only 20 requests per day, but believe me, for testing it's enough, because on the start we will also receive like 500 extra API requests. If your portfolio is like tens of stock, 20 API requests, it's absolutely enough per day. We will use pandas again. We will use request to send request to our API, and we will use our talib. But This time we will use abstract API of TA-lib library I will describe in a moment. So we need to send our GET request. We will collect JSON data. We can use JSON normalize from pandas, and we will receive this data frame with date, open, high, low, close, adjusted, close columns. Standard recommendation is to use adjusted close, not standard close. That's why I dropped close and rename adjusted close to close. Why I did this one? Because this time I want to use abstract API. It's mean I need to use abstract. And next indicator, this time we will use candlestick hammer. So it's CDL hammer uppercase, and I don't need to provide all columns separately like low, high, close. I just put my data frame and that's it. It's like magic, abstract, and I can recommend this way. But to use this way, we need to prepare all columns in data frame in the right way. That's why I'm renamed adjusted close to close. And finally, we can see result. 0 means no hammer. Non-zero result we can interpret as hammer on the data. And hammer, it means this one. Next library, pandas TA. And from naming convention, you can understand it's something related and well integrated with pandas library and pandas data frames. And you're absolutely right. Meanwhile, please put to the chat if you're familiar with TA-lib library or pandas TA library. So I will check a little bit later in the chat. In pandas TA, we can find indicators in this way. And in my presentation, I will use ADX, and I will use, let me find, engulfing pattern, candlestick engulfing pattern. And we can see pandas TA support these indicators. ADX, average directional index. Again, we want to test power strengths of our trend. And to understand we have positive or negative trend, we need to use two additional indicators, negative and positive. How we can understand power strengths of our trend? If in this range 0.25 it's like no trend or weak trend, 25.50 strong, 50.75 very strong, 75.100 extremely strong trend. And again, let's quickly check in trading view what we want to achieve. So this line chart ADX, as you can see here. But ADX without two additional indicators, it's hard to understand because we just understand power of trend, but we don't understand its uptrend or down trend. But with these two additional negative and positive, we can easily understand. So here we can see power of trend, and we can see negative going down and positive going up. So we can expect its up trend, and exactly on the data you can see its up trend. Let's check this one moment. For example, not so high trend. It's around 20, not so strong trend, but negative going up, positive going down, and we can see exactly its down trend. So with trading view, you can make more exercise by yourself just to understand how ADX works. And now let's check how we can do it in Python without trading view. And this time we will use trend category group in pandas TA. We will import pandas. We will import pandas TA as TA. We will create a new empty data frame. And magic trick here, we will use Y Finance data again. But as you can see, we don't need to import Y Finance, Yahoo Finance, because it's well integrated, Pandas TA and Yahoo Finance. And again, I will use Apple stock. So I can see in my data frame open, high, low, close, volume, dividends, stock splits columns. And I can use j.adx because I want to calculate ADX, and I need to provide high, low, and close column. Yep, next I'm just concatenated my original data frame and ADX data together, and you can see last 5 rows. So we have ADX, positive, and negative. And for example, this line, we can see here we have trend. Let's check it's positive or negative. We can see positive high value and negative lower value. So it's uptrend, it's a positive trend in data. So even without visualization, we can determine trend. But one more time, please remember about this table. So 25 plus, it's strong trend. Here we have 27. So we are talking about real trend in data. And in Pandas TA, we can find data frame extension. So it looks like abstract from TA lib, but in Pandas TA. So one more time. On previous slide, we used TA.adx and we provide all columns, column by column. With data frame extension, we don't need to do it like with abstract in TA-lib. So we just df.ta.adx. But be careful, no docstring in this case. It's cons of pandas TA. So if you want to see docstring, you need to use this one, ta.adx. But code looks much better, easy to read, nicer, and we don't need to care about all those different column names. So pandas tail automatically change from uppercase to lowercase, from capitalized to lowercase. And again, I'm just concatenated tables to see the same result. You can see result plus minus the same. And one more pattern for today, engulfing pattern. No worries, here below you can see doji, this one. Just visualization if you don't know what doji mean. And again, we need to follow 3 criteria. First criteria, we need to find trend on the market. If no trend, we cannot say this one concrete pair of candlestick, it's engulfing pattern. Second body, like this one, it should cover previous one, and color should be different, like here, white, black, black, white, and only one exception, if first body is doji, like this one, first, second, or third, we don't need to care about colors. But usually if it's not doji, it should be opposite color, white, black, black, white. In trading view, it's green, blue, blue, green. Yep, and we have 2 versions of engulfing pattern, bearish uptrend and bullish downtrend. It means we need to find uptrend like this one, and with engulfing pattern, it can be bearish downtrend next, But also be careful, it's not a rule, because it's a good example. Imagine you're following car and this car stopped, and you don't understand what driver will do next, like go forward, still stay on the same place, or go back. And the same with engulfing pattern. With this type of pattern, we just understand like trend stopped and we are waiting for new trend. It can be uptrend, downtrend, or it can be side trend, like the same place minus pricing. So here you can see just the best examples. And the best examples also we can find in trading view. Let's use PKO again, GPV, Polish stock market, and automatically we can see for engulfing patterns to bear and through bull. And here we can see trend, it's uptrend. Next you can see this engulfing pattern, second candle cover of size previous one, so we can expect stop of trending. In this case, next trend was downtrend. Next one, engulfing pattern, again this green one cover previous one. You can see it's different colors from green to blue, and previously it was downtrend. Yep, and next we can expect stop of trend, and in this case next trend it was uptrend. And the same for next one. Again, with free trading view plan, you can log in, you can open stock, for example Polish stock like PKO, Orlen, etc., or Nasdaq like Apple. You can in indicators select engulfing bear, engulfing bull, like this two, bearish, bullish, and automatically you can see these patterns and you can understand better all these patterns. But move back to Python, because our idea is implement engulfing patterns in Python. We will use pandas TA. This time I will use stock data, stock.com or stock.pl. So I'm just downloaded CSV file with this column, date, open, high, low, close, volume. And I will add one more column to my data frame, engulfing. I will use df.ta.cdl pattern. So it's candlestick pattern. And name of pattern I'm looking for, it's engulfing pattern. And next I need to filter by non-zero value, so 100 and minus 100. We are talking about bullish and bearish patterns, uptrend, downtrend. So with this pattern, we can, for example, manage our risks. Yep, and we can set up margin calls, for example, like this one. And in this case, maybe it's a good idea to sold our assets, because it's stop of trend, and next we can expect new trend, but it also can be downtrend, so it's more safer just to sold our assets. And last one library for today, it's TA library. And no worries, we will use patterns and indicators we learned today. No more patterns and indicators for today. In TA library for trend, we will use again Apple stock, the same time period, and we want to calculate, prepare ADX data again. And as you remember, we need three values. ADX, but also positive and negative to understand not only power of trend, but also are we talking about uptrend or down trend. And we have two options how to do it. We can use classes like here, ta.trend.adx indicator. And next we can use methods for this class like ADX, ADX positive, ADX negative. But my recommendation is to use this data frame extension and to use functions. So it's ta.trend.adx, ta.trend.adx underscore pos underscore negative. Yep, and result plus minus looks the same. Please remember data we prepared calculated may differ in different libraries and tools, for example, in TradingView and in TA library. And in practice, you will notice this one. But idea is the same, but math formulas differ a little bit. Just few slides, and we will start QA session with you. Comparison TA-lib, pandas, and TA. My recommendation to start with TA-lib. If you cannot find indicator you're looking for, you can check pandas, TA, and TA. Why? Because TA don't support candlestick, and we check today hammer candlestick. We check today engulfing pattern. And we cannot use TA for this type of indicators and patterns. We can use TA-lib and pandas. And with TA-lib, we can use polars, not only pandas, but also polars. And also you remember I noticed like no string for data frame extension in pandas TA. We need to type ta.adx, for example, to see docstring documentation. Learning materials I promised to you. First one is about fundamental analysis. And with this course, I understand I did absolutely everything wrong with my strategies, but for some luck and magic, my portfolio was profitable. Yeah, but in practice, I made all mistakes. So if you don't want to make all these mistakes by yourself, I can recommend this Coursera course. And I believe this one, it's not specialization, it's only single course, so you can purchase only single course. And also financial aid available if you're a student or if you're struggling with finance now, you can request free access to this course. And also I can strongly recommend Open Academy from Santander. This year I will not participate in this one. If you will participate, let me know. Maybe you can share some material slides with me. But I'm participated in previous edition 2023. It's absolutely free. It's very interesting, high level. I can strongly recommend for you just to check next edition, like 2025, to learn more for free. And yes, of course, this book about Japanese candlestick. So all information about hammer candlestick we use today, engulfing pattern, all information you can find in this book. It's super easy to read and understand. I can strongly recommend. To contact me, I will share slides. You can click on this link. Because I'm Ukrainian, I will appreciate if you can help Ukraine this time. And my recommendation is Come Back Alive Foundation. It's more than 10 years ago based. It's well known. Highly recommended. And also I promised you my slides, so you can easily now use this QR code or just take photo on your phone. And meanwhile, I will check questions. Yep, I can see the first question from Luke. Using Yahoo Finance, either is a limit of API calls or it's free unlimited. I never faced a limit, so I believe it's unlimited. Maybe for extremely different cases you can face, but I've never faced any limits for Yahoo Finance because it's like wrapper based on Yahoo Finance. Maybe original Yahoo Finance API, it's not free with some limits, but Y Finance Python library, it's free to use, and I've never faced any limits. Thanks, Luke, for the question. I will appreciate for next question. And next question, are these libraries well documented and supported by the community? Are there any significant limitations in using them in specific use cases? Personally, documentation for me looks great, but in media, in internet, I've noticed a lot of people claiming this documentation, but for me, it looks great. For TA lib, for pandas TA, and for TA, you can find on GitHub link to documentation, and I'm absolutely okay with this documentation. Also in YouTube, you can find a lot of videos explaining how to use these libraries, even from founders of these libraries, like for TA library, for example. So no worries about documentation. It's well documented, and in my slides, I show you how many stars on GitHub all these libraries have, how many contributors, how many closed issues. So if you faced any problems, just create issue on related GitHub repository. Next question, please. Are these libraries efficient and scalable for analysis large financial data sets? About performance, one more time, my recommendation is to use TA library. It's all about speed because it's not poor Python. And personally, I never used for like high performance cases, so I don't have enough experience to share. One more question, are there any limitators or situations where one library is better than another? For example, tlib better suited for specific types of analysis than pandas TA. On this slide, you can see, for example, for candlestick, you need to use only tlib or pandas because no candlestick in TA. If you care about speed, use TA. If you need to use polars, not pandas, please use tlib. And if you need concrete indicator you cannot find in one library, please check in another library. Next question, please. That's all the questions. Many thanks for opportunity to participate today. Remember, you can easily find me and ask more questions. And to find me, you can just download the slides and click on related link. And also, all recordings will be available on Facebook and YouTube. One more time, many thanks for your time today, and hope see you on next edition of PyTech Summit soon.